Alright y'all, welcome to another day of RBF, Roy Belzer Fitness. Today we are working through our functional movement training as well as flexibility training. So you're going to want a little bit of space around you. No shoes. My socks are probably going to come off at some point. And then something to drink. I'm still working through my morning coffee, so that's where I'm at. Today we are doubling as a fun little trivia day as well. So be sure to have a pen and paper with you to write down the answers. And there's going to be a special prize for the winner of the trivia. And we'll see who gets the most questions right. I'm very, very excited for this. Oh, and if you haven't guessed yet, it's a Disney-themed trivia day. So we're going to start a little bit wider here, feet are forward like we always do. Soft bend in those knees, fall all the way forward and relax. Right there. We're just going to stay right here in the moment and breathe. Just letting everything lengthen on that back side. And slowly walk over to your left, staying nice and deep. Walking over to the other side now. And come back center and hold. And we're going to start with our first question. Who was the only Disney main character who did not talk throughout the entire film? Who was the only Disney main character who did not talk throughout the entire film? Slowly roll up from there, all the way, all the way, all the way, letting the neck be the last thing to come up. 3 big breaths. Last one. Find yourselves coming center here and bring that first foot into that hand. Ooh, I got a little cramp, so take a second if you need to. If you need to hold on to something as well, feel free. And you're here, staying tall in that chest. And our second question here, stay right there, second question here. In the 1940 animated musical film Fantasia, Disney cast Mickey Mouse as the Sorcerer's Apprentice, who was originally supposed to play the role. So one more time, in the 1940 animated musical film Fantasia, Disney cast Mickey Mouse as the Sorcerer's Apprentice, who was originally supposed to play the role. You can release that leg there. We're going to come out, switch. For our third question, what full-length Disney animated film was only shown in 14 theaters across the globe for its complicated audio? Again, what full-length Disney animated film was only shown in 14 theaters across the globe for its complicated audio? And in our email for the day, I'll also include instructions on how to submit your answers. We're going to come out of this one here. We're going to go straight into so you want both sets of toes facing straight forward. You're tall here, back leg is straight and bend. Question number 4. In Pinocchio, he and his father are consumed by a massive blue whale. What was its name? I'm looking for the name of the whale itself. Also, no cheating on these, no looking up the answers. That's just no fun. In Pinocchio, he and his father are consumed by a massive blue whale. What is the name of the whale? 3 big breaths every time you exhale. You're bending the front knee forward just a little bit more. There we go. Again. And last one. And we hold right there. Ooh, this one's a fun one. Who was the actor that received the first Golden Globe nomination for voicing a character in a Disney animated film? Who was the actor that received the first Golden Globe nomination for voicing a character in a Disney animated film? We're going to come up out of that one and switch sides. You're here. Really make sure that both sets of toes are facing directly in front of you here. Back leg is straight, your chest is tall, and we bend. There we go. We're going to skip the next one and come down. What was the name of Maleficent's pet raven? Now this is from Sleeping Beauty, and I actually did not know the answer to this. I'm a very, very big Disney nerd, and I had no idea on this one. What was the name of Maleficent's pet raven? I did look this up on several different sources, so I know the answer. 3 big breaths, exhale forward, and last one, and hold. What was the last movie that Walt Disney himself was able to work on before he died? What was the last movie that Walt Disney was able to work on himself before he died? We're going to come up out of that one here. Come back to center. One more time. We're going to have your feet forward, soft bend in your knees, fall all the way down. Opening through that spine once again. You're going to leave your right hand on the floor, extending that left arm straight above you. Next question. What Disney movie received the first ever Oscar nomination in the company's entire history? What Disney movie received the first ever Oscar nomination in the company's entire history? I know, this quiz is kind of hard. Lower down from there, and we're going to switch sides. Next question. In most Disney princess movies, the princess's father is the only biological parent living. Which Disney princess had the opposite? In most Disney princess movies, the princess's father is the only biological parent living. Which Disney princess had the opposite? So we're looking for a living mother and a dead father, because Disney is morbid. We're going to come down from there. You're here. Lower the patuchus. Turn the feet out. Wrists to thighs and press. There we go. right, next question. There are 2 Disney princesses who become royalty after marriage. Who are they? I'm going to say there's at least 3. There are 3 Disney princesses. If you give me 2 who become royalty after marriage, I'll take this one. Hands flat on the ground here. Keeping those elbows towards the inside of those thighs. Raise the patukas. We're going to walk yourself forward to a plank position here. I'm going to step back just a little bit so you can see me. And walk forward to that plank. You're here. And hold. If you need to come to your knees, feel free to. In the movie Sleeping Beauty, what are the names of the 3 good fairies? In the movie Sleeping Beauty, what are the names of the 3 good fairies? Lower your knees, rock yourself back to a child's pose. Bring yourself forward from there into a cobra. Your hips are against the floor, your legs are straight, your toes are back. Next question. What are the names of Ursula's 2 pet eels? What are the names of Ursula's 2 pet eels? We're going to come back from here into your, back into a downward dog. So tuck your toes underneath, pressing through, and you're up. Here's where I got to take off my socks. I'm going to slip on the carpet. Arms are straight and your legs are straight. Oh, this is fitting for the song. How many daughters does King Triton have in The Little Mermaid? How many daughters does King Triton have in The Little Mermaid? Back down. We're going to come up onto your first knee. Bring your opposite foot forward. If you need a pad here, feel free to grab it. And we're going to bend yourself forward into that, opening through the hip. Follow-up question, bonus points here if you get it. What are the names of all of King Triton's daughters? I know there are a couple of super nerdy people in this class that are going to be able to get this one. So what are the names of all of King Triton's daughters? If you're able to advance this, put your hands down inside, tuck your toes, and press your leg off the floor. And hold. Lower that knee down, bring yourself back up to a kneeling position. Point those towards the sky, twist your chest over that leg. Bending only at the hip, don't round your back. Lean forward and open through the back of the leg. All right, next question. Which Disney animated movie has a soundtrack that has gone 10 times platinum, according to the Recording Industry Association of America? I know these are not quite the Disney questions you would think about, but they are very good questions. Which Disney animated movie has a soundtrack that has gone 10 times platinum, according to the Recording Industry Association of America? We're going to come back up from there. We're going to switch legs here. So bring this foot back, this foot forward, and lean forward into it here. I'm going to shut off my heater because I'm sweating. If you can advance this one, go ahead and set your hands on the floor in front of you, tuck the toes on the back side, and come into that runner's lunge. Next question, what was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? Go ahead and set that back knee down, come up to high seat, toes towards the ceiling, twist your chest and fall forward. What was the name of Buzz Lightyear's arch nemesis? There we go. Opening through the back of that leg. There we go. We're going to come back up from there. Bring that knee back. We're going to spread your legs out to the side now, and we're coming into a frog pose. So your legs are out and you're going to sit back like you do in your child pose, just to open through the sides of those legs there. And you can come to your elbows if that's more comfortable, or bring your arms straight forward to open through those shoulders as well. Since I'm reading, I'm going to be on my elbows. This one is super hard, and I had to look this up. What was the first ever Pixar film to be released? What was the first ever Pixar film to be released? We're going to come up from here, bring yourself around to your patukas. We only have a couple more to make it through here. While seated here, you're going to bring your feet to a, we'll say like an obtuse angle, and we're simply going to tap out, tap together, opposite leg, together. We're going to do 1 full minute. If you can do this without having your hands on the floor, do it without, but if you need them there, that is fine, all right? And if you can do it and advance it just a little bit more, we're going to be here, and you're simply going to come wide, come together, come wide, come together. All right? I'm going to do it a little less advanced so I can read. We only have 5 more questions. And 1 minute, and go. Out, together, out, together. All right? And I'm counting the minute. All right. Next question. What was the mega corporation that owned and operated everything in the movie Wall-E? What was the mega corporation that owned and operated everything in the movie Wall-E? Since I'm running out of time here, I'm gonna go straight into the next question. We only have three more. Mike makes up fake musical to cover up the fact that he and Sully are in possession of Boo. They end up actually performing the musical during the movie credits for Monsters, Inc. What was its title? Mike Wazowski makes up a fake musical to cover up the fact that he and Sully are in possession of Boo. They end up actually performing the musical at the end of the movie credits for Monsters, Inc. What was the title of that musical? We're going to come from here. We're going to lie on our backs. You're going to straighten that left leg, bringing that right knee to the chest. Breathe and relax. Taking that right knee, you're going to cross your body, opening through that lower spine. Just releasing that tension, holding there. Next question, who was the character who sacrificed himself in one of the most emotional scenes in the movie Inside Out? Who was the character who sacrificed himself in one of the most emotional scenes in the movie Inside Out? We're going to come out of this here, come forward, straighten the right leg, bring that left knee to the chest. And breathe. Come across here, opening through that lower spine again. Next question. Who was the only Disney princess to have brothers? Who was the only Disney princess to have brothers? Last question, we're going to come out of this, come back up to seating, is which classic princess lived in Bavaria? Which classic Disney princess lived in Bavaria? And that is the end of your Disney quiz functional movement meditation day. Wonderful job as always. Get those answers into me. And I will let you know who the winner is. But wonderful job as always. Send your sweaty selfies in, and I will see you later. Bye.